So, hi everyone. On this video, I'm going to explain uh, lab program number three. So, MCA lab program number three. Okay, so that is write a Java program to demonstrate inheritance. Okay, so you can write program on your own way, but that should be what inheritance concept. That's it. Okay, so for that purpose, I've taken out one class with name of parent. Okay, there is one data number, index, and one constructor. So this one is called as constructor because same name as the default class, and this will going to execute whenever you create an object. So I'm using this constructor to initialize your x. I'm assigning what 100, and I'm just printing what some message parent class constructor, the send of what your constructor. So within a parent class, there is one function with name f1. Just I'm printing what message parent class variable, and just I'm printing the value of x. Okay, so I think you can understand whatever I written within a double quote that will be printed concatenation operator, then x value will be what displayed. Okay, yeah. Next I've taken what one more class with name derived. Okay, so there also I would see whatever written I'm repeating what one more time. So there I would also have one more data number with name of y and one constructor, so within which I'm assigning a y is equal to 10, and just I'm printing the message derived class constructor. Okay, and just like in the parent I have what f1, here I have what f2, and just printing the value of what y, and I'm performing the addition of what x plus y. This end of f2 and this end of what your class derived. So now your class is inheriting from what class derived is inheriting from what parent. So by using the keyword what extends. So your parent will this will going to become parent will going to become a parent class, and derived will going to become a derived class. Now I can access all the data number and member function within what derived class. Okay. So that is the reason I can perform what x plus y, and that should be what public. By default it is what public. If I am not specified, that is what that is called a default. And default will go to have all the properties of it public. So the same I have taken out one more class with name what main class, within which there's a public static void main, and I'm just creating the object of type of derived class. So what's the derived class name? Derived. So first I have written what derived, then object name, new operator, then constructor calling. Once you use a new operator, what will happen? So it will go to allocate space for both x as well as what y. Why x as well as what y? Because there's a property called as what inheritance. So even though I created object of what derived, so there we have what one data member. For that I'll get what space. Since there is a inheritance property, it will go to allocate even space for what x. So with respect to d, you'll get space for x as well as what y. You'll get a space for x as well as what y with respect to what d. Yeah. So next, I'm calling what constructor. So what will happen? This constructor will be what called, and this will go to, yeah. Even though I'm calling with constructor of a derived class, whenever there's a concept called as what inheritance, there will be what default super. Then that will going to call the constructor of a parent class. So parent class constructor will be executed first, then it will going to execute derived class constructor. So this will be executed first. So and it will going to assign x is equal to 100. Already space got allocated. Within that space, it will going to store x is equal to 100. Okay, next this message will be what printed parent class constructor. Next it will going to execute derived class constructor, and it will going to assign y is equal to 10, and derived class constructor will be what printed. So you'll get output in this way: parent class constructor and derived class constructor. Within the space whatever it is allocated, x will be having the value what 100, and y will be having the value what 10 with respect to what d. Okay, yeah. What's the next line? I'm just calling d dot f1. So what will happen now? It will check within derived class if there is any f1. No, now it will going to check within a parent class. So there is a f1. This will be what executed. Okay, so now it will going to execute parent class variable x is equal to x value. What's the x value with respect to d? 100. That will be what printed. So we'll get a parent class variable x equal to 100. Next I'm calling d dot f2. So what will happen? First it check within a derived class if there is an f2. Yeah, there is a f2. This will be what executed. Derived class variable y. So and it will going to print value of what y. With respect to d, the value of y is how much? 10, and that will be what displayed. So we'll get output as what? Derived class variable y is equal to 10. Next, there is a one more line system dot println x plus y. That will be printed as it is x plus y is equal to what? X plus y. What's the value of x? X is what 100 and y is what 10. You'll get what 110. So you'll get output in this way. So now control will come toward this particular line, and so next line is what a closing bracket, and that's a closing bracket of mean, and your program terminates. Okay. Yeah. So constructor of parent will be executed first, then what derived. Even though we are not writing what any super, whenever you create object of derived class, by default it will call what parent class constructor, then it will going to execute derived class constructor. Okay, yeah, just copy this particular program as it is. So now you'll see execute this particular program in one of the online compiler. Okay, so I'm using tutorial point. See, the same code is what copied here. Okay, and I'm just running that one. So already I got output. I'm running out one more time. That's it. Yeah, see, I got the output. So what I have written here, I got same output. So what I have written here, I got what? Same output. Okay, thank you.